Okay, welcome back. Right, so we're on the play for this game. Um, Again, we have a very marginal opening hand. Um, I think I'm inclined to keep this hand on the strength of just the plays we can make if we do draw the additional land. Um, on the draw, I think I'd be inclined to mulligan this hand as it's too slow, but on the play, we have, I think, three draws to draw the extra land to be able to make Water Servant, um, and also in the meantime we can draw enough cards that we might see early drops as well. So I think would like to mulligan 6 cards. No. Hmm. Okay, so my opponent's mulligan to 6, and off we go. Okay. Okay, so we got the planes. I think I'm going to play that out here. Okay, so again we got lucky on the draw step again. Um, then let's see what my opponent's going to do. Okay, so we've made a 2-1 drop, or 2 drop, 2-1. Okay, and the Rod of Ruin will eat that eventually. Um, I think at this point what we may end up doing is just setting up defenses to begin with Wall of Swords, which will probably eat a removal spell, and then follow that up with a Water Servant or the Messenger Drake if we've drawn the land by that point. So we're going to take 2. Okay, so okay, well that's interesting. What are we playing around here? I guess he hasn't played anything for this turn, so he could be sitting on Doomblade. I guess if he's got Doomblade, then the play is clearly Rod of Ruin. If he hasn't got Doomblade, then it's probably worth getting this card out early. So yeah, we're gonna play this and hope he doesn't have the Doomblade at the ready. If he does, well, it's a Wall of Sword is not as good as our Water Servant. Okay, no, so no Doomblade, so that's going to halt his attack for a little bit at least. Okay, and the Bone Size Sliver again, something that's not a problem at this point. Um, Again, I think I'm quite inclined here just to play out our cards and see what happens. I was worried. Am I worried about Serra Angel? No, I don't think I can afford to kind of just wait on that, on finding a suitable target for Essence Scatter. Okay, so he's taking a while to decide what to do. For the next turn, I suppose it depends on his line of play, but we have quite a few options next turn. Let's see what he does first. Oh, okay. Well, I can't say I'm particularly happy to see that card. I mean, at the moment it's a do nothing, but that does at least mean that he's built his deck to kind of take advantage of that particular card. Um, I guess the things that he could have, an elixir of immortality is going to create a token. Archangel of Thune if he's drafted the mythic. Um, the sliver that gives lifelink is also going to be a problem. Yeah, this is problematic. Um, I've done it for you. Okay, sorry for about that. Okay, so I think the play here then is to okay. I think I'm just going to attack and just continue playing things out. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the water servant to begin with. And then I'm going to play out the messenger drake. This does mean that if in the next turn, if he doesn't do anything and we draw land, we are in a position to play out the Rod of Ruin and keep Essence Scatter mana open. Still, at this point, we're in a reasonable position. Just, oh dear. Interesting. Okay, so I think what we want to do here is we definitely want to block here to stop. At the end of turn, if you gained 4 or more life this turn, put. Okay, so that's actually not going to. That's actually not going to help that much, is it? So okay, so we're going to just take 8 here and eat it. Yeah, we're gonna eat 8, and then he's going to get an angel. That's going to be difficult. Right. So I think at this point, then we're going to. We're going to cast Sensory Deprivation on the Sliver to begin with. That'll stop the Angelic Accord from triggering, at least for now. We're going to play out the Rod of Ruin, or are we? Yeah, we're going to play out the Rod of Ruin to begin with. And then this turn we're going to attack in. Or are we going to attack? No, we're going to keep that back for now. We're kind of on the defensive. He's already on 25 life. 3 damage is not going to make a big difference. And this turn we want to ideally be double blocking the angel with the Drake and the Wall of Swords. So let's see what the attack is here. Okay, well that's interesting. I think the play here is to if we were to double block this card, I think the play is to double block. If he's got Show of Valor, he's going to go up to a 3, and yeah, I think double blocking this card is important. So let's see what happens. I guess I'm stupid. The argument should have been if I'm going to double block, at least triple block. I've opened myself up to a removal spell. Apologies, that was a misplay. Yeah, this game became unfavorable very, very quickly. Yes, in fact, that was a terrible play. Ouch. Okay, well, yeah, so, he's blocked the Water Servant first, which is good for us. The misplay I made was to have the Wall of Swords in here. The Wall of Swords is going to be taking care of the angels in future. He's going to get another angel, which is going to be difficult but not unmanageable. Okay, so here we go. I mean, yeah, I think that block was quite poor. Okay, well, I'm not sure I want to play out the Sliver at this point. Um, I die to another Fortify. However, yeah, I think if he's got the second Fortify, I lose. Um, anyway, so okay, let's make this play. So essentially what's happening then is he's going to attack with probably all three, and I'm going to be obliged to block the two angels. If he's got the pump spell, I'm going to have to Rod of Ruin this card. This card being the Corpse Mauler. Otherwise, I'm going to want to kill one of the angels that gets blocked by one of my creatures. Okay, so he doesn't make the optimal attack, and I'm going to just double block. Again, he can't have a pump spell here because otherwise attacking with all three would just deal me lethal. So, oh wait, okay, so he's got that card. Okay, yeah, I can't really do anything about that. Oh, ouch. Okay, well, there's one card that my Essence Scatter can't deal with. Okay, so I'm still losing to the angel. I need to find a solution to that pretty soon. I've just been blown out by this angelic accord. Okay, wow, okay, it's an interesting attack. Again, I'm just going to block with both. He could, if he was inclined, bring back one of his guys, which I think might be the play. No. Yeah, he is. Okay, well that's, I guess, a decent use of his mana. Okay, well, I'm still in a position here where I die to the angel, so yeah, no way of dealing with that, so let's game. And there's the card I needed. Right, okay, so I think Solemn Offering is coming in. The Angelic Accord and also the Mark of the Vampire, both cards I want to interact with. Quicken is probably going to come out. Although Quicken here is also going to give me instant speed Solemn Offering, so No, I think this is the deck. Okay, let's try again. Okay, do I want to play first? Yes, I do. Okay, well, we have, this is actually a reasonable hand. We have a creature that's going to halt some of his ground guys. We have a solemn offering to deal with an angelic accord. And we potentially have a celestial flare that's going to deal with any card that can't get past, or that will get past the Drake. So again, not a bad hand. Worth noting that we have yet to draw one of the two pacifisms. Okay. Okay, so not getting lucky on the land yet. Okay, well, he's pausing. It doesn't look like he's got the third land. And he's discarding. Fantastic. Okay, well. Okay, so we're kind of in business here. We're lucky that the opponent is stumbling on land, and it's going to give us time to set up what's going to probably be quite a long game. Death by 1,000 stings. Okay, so he did have the lifelinky sliver. Interesting. So, yeah, I think at this point we just pass the turn. There's no real reason to... Well, they're saying that. Yeah, I think at this stage, getting out the second Rod of Ruin, there's no reason not to. We already have cards that are going to deal with what he is going to do in the future. Okay, so he's got another sliver, and sure, he's going to gain 2 life, but that's not really a big issue for us. We're kind of currently at the stage now where okay, what I'm currently wary of is I'm currently wary of running into the Angelic Accord and attack with both creatures. So I think at this stage I'm happy to just pass the turn and play a more reactive role. Again, so here then he's got not tragic slip. He's got the black instant. Unfortunately, he's hasn't accounted for me having the gate in hand, so he's going to get run over here, unfortunately. Okay, my apologies. We had an issue with the recorder again. So essentially, then he cast Ring Flesh. I negated it, blocked with the Seacoast Drake, and then shot his lifelink creature at the end of turn. So that allows us now to be able to cast this card and not have to worry about Angelic Accord, because next turn, if he does cast the Accord, we can simply Solemn Offering it away. Although that does also give us this Solemn Offering to, or this target. This is another target to Solemn Offering away. So I think Having said that, we're also in a position where we can start machine gunning his guys relatively soon. So I think here the play is going to be simply to pass the turn, maybe shoot this. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play, just pass the turn and kill his guy. Yeah, so we're pretty much at a stage here where if he does cast, okay, so he's got the hive stirrings, which again, not that bad for us. I guess he's representing fortify, which I suppose could be not great. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just yeah, I'm looking not to get blown out by pacifism plus fortify. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make the water servant and pass the turn here. I also need to kind of speed up. My clock is counting down and I'm already 1-0 down. So if I stop explaining things, please bear with me. Another fortify. Sorry, another pacifism. Okay, here comes the beats. Okay, so I'm going to block here, probably on the 1, 3, and probably on this guy. 4, 7. I don't think I get blown out by fortify so much here. I just want to kind of remove some guys. The vigilance. Okay, so that's going to put me down to a 3, 1. And then fortify. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I was quite fortunate there to draw the land. I'm going to firstly I'm going to solemn offering this card, the pacifism away. That's going to give me quite a healthy life total. I'm also, I think, going to play out the Griffin Sentinel rather than start machine gunning guys at the moment. We're now in a position where we can start blocking and then start killing creatures. Okay, so the Diabolic Tutor, presumably he's going to go get the double striking sliver. Again, this is not terrible for us, as yeah, I think it's still not too bad. Okay, so we're going to attack first. If he does double block, we've got the ability to machine gun 2 guys. Okay, it's also going to give us some important life to work with. I'm just going to pass the turn and see what he drew. I think even if he does get the double striking sliver, we can still machine gun it before he gets to deal damage. Okay, so he's going to get the... Okay, this is an interesting card. Okay, and... Okay, oh, that's an... Okay, that card, I think at this point we do need to start killing some guys. So we're going to kill the vigilant guy first. Again, no reason to attack, so... Okay, so I think at this point we're going to draw some cards. We're also, I think, going to kill this creature before it gets to bring anything back, and we're going to just come in with the Griffin Sentinel and give him an opportunity to, well, do stuff. Okay, he drew a land, so we're in good position. Okay, so at this point then we're going to Sense of Deprivation this, and we're going to start attacking with both creatures. And I think we're also going to bring back a Divination. Nothing in particular that we want to cast. Okay, and then that's game. Actually, my opponent did us a favour here, because we were running low on time and that game would have taken a few more minutes to complete. Okay, so we lost the die roll. My opponent's mulligan down to 6, and this hand I think is also a mulligan. It's only 2 land, and if there was 1 blue it would be marginal, but I think without the blue I think we mulligan this for about 6. Okay, well this hand is not a lot better. We have stuff to cast and I'm probably going to keep it, but certainly not happy about it. Okay, and our opponent's opened up on... Okay, well we've drawn Quicken. I think there's no reason not to cycle this early, or is there, I suppose? Yeah, I think we're going to cycle this early. We want to hit the 4th land to be able to curve 2, 3, 4, and we don't want to be cycling this in our 4th turn looking for the 4th land. Okay, so we're on curve. Our opponent's green, which is not good for us. We're giving all the green stuff we've passed. He's not got any creatures yet, but I suppose it's only a matter of time, and he's got a Fire Shrieker down. I think we're just going to flood the board early and deal with the board state later. Okay, so he's... Oh, okay, so he's... We haven't seen the alpha yet. I am assuming he has it. He hasn't made anything yet, and I want to wait a turn to see kind of what happens with this particular turn. And I think just in terms of mana efficiency, I want to cast this. Okay, well he doesn't have it, so maybe that was playing too conservatively on my part. Okay, we're going to cast Divination here. We're going to cast it like this to see what we draw. I mean, we could draw a Negate or we could draw a Celestial Glare, so okay, either way we drew land and Condor. Okay, so I think at this point we're just going to play out the planes and represent the Celestial removal spell and just come in. This is gonna hurt. So unfortunately then his Pitchburn Devils is going to get double strike and I'm going to be forced to block with the Wall of Swords. I don't want to get in a situation where I'm taking 6 damage every turn. As I suppose... No, I don't want this to get out of hand. I want to kind of block this early and hope he doesn't have a pump spell. He doesn't, and I'm going to get 2 for 1. Okay. Oh, okay. Ouch. Okay, so... Ooh. quite a few interesting sounds here. We're going to come in, mainly because at this point most of his creatures are worth more than mine because of Fire Shrieker, so any trades we can get before he's equipped is going to be good for us. And yeah, he's not going to block in that situation. We're going to play out the Stalker, or the Servant rather. Right, so not a terrible situation to be in. Fire Shrieker on a 2-1, significantly less scary than a Fire Shrieker on a 3-3. Of course, the Fire Shrieker on a 4-4, much scarier than a Fire Shrieker on a 2-1 or a 3-3. Ouch. And at this point I think he probably just equips and comes in. The issue is, I guess in his case, that he's going to get cracked back by quite a bit, and he's he doesn't know what I have in hand, but oh, ouch. Interesting. Okay, well, interesting. I mean, he could have equipped with the elf, unless he's he's representing here regeneration mana, so he just wants to take this out. I think what I want to do here, let me just count the mana I have. I think what I want to do is I think I want to attack him with both, and then he's going to probably block this. If he doesn't block this, I'm going to get in an extra 5 points. I think attacking here is probably the play. Attacking with both, that is. Sorry. So essentially, what I'm just wondering is how he blocks. If I attack with both, does he block the 2/2 and let the servant come through, or does he block the servant and just take this extra 2 damage? I'm quite curious to see what he's going to do here, so I'm going to come in with both. This is quite a cagey play. Okay, so he's gone for that, and he's hedged his bets. Now that's interesting for me, because it now means he doesn't have an additional creature to sacrifice to the Train Condor, to kill the Train Condor. So okay, so we've just essentially traded guys. That's going to become more interesting when I play out my flyers. Okay, now is the interesting point. Do I want to block, or do I want to I think at this point I just want to jump. I think I'm just going to jump here and see what happens. Okay, so okay, well, I'm going to come in with both creatures. I'm going to pump this to 1. Sorry, I'm going to pump this up by 1. Hit for 6, put him to 8, and then come in and kill his Academy Raider before it gets a chance to be sacrificed to the barrage. So I think at this point we're just hoping he doesn't have a pump spell to take it up to more than 10. Or I suppose he's at a point where he can... No, he can't block and sacrifice to barrage. He needs to... Yeah, he needs to have a creature here to sacrifice to barrage, and the creature needs to be green, as he doesn't have more than one mountain. Okay, well, I think maybe his play here then is to attack for 8, and yeah, I guess he's just going to attack me, and let's see what happens then, shall we? Okay, so I'm attacking. Okay, I'm going to pump it to 1, 5. Okay, up to 7, doesn't need to be any more, but otherwise he's going to barrage my guy away. So at this point unless he has anything else, he's going to be obliged to sacrifice the barrage to kill the trained condor. So far this is representing lethal. I guess what he was hoping is that I would pump this up to a 6-1. Luckily I have Rod of Ruin in play to avoid that necessity. Yep. Oh, okay. So he's doing 1 damage to my guy, and then he's dying to Rod of Ruin. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, I guess maybe that wasn't the play. Okay, 1 second.